love talking about podcasting in particular. It is a passion. And I think that so many people, their threshold of entry is very difficult into that. They say, oh gosh, I don't have the personality, or, I don't want to make the time commitment or have the equipment, all these different things that are going into creating a podcast. But for a revenue generating standpoint through business, Titans was created out of a passion project. I think it's very important to practice what you preach. So when I'm on stage and, I'm talking about so many different topics and tactical items on how to grow and scale your business digitally, in real estate, podcasting came up years ago and I knew nothing about it. I knew nothing about podcasting. And it was a good client of mine. He said, hey, Greg, I'm thinking about maybe starting a show. What do you know about it? Nothing. I can figure it out though. So I just started dabbling and I said, you know what? Well, I have to do my own thing as a test case so I can be on stage and speak to it and see the accomplishments. And so it was really interesting start that way. But I will tell you that through that process of practicing what I preach and going through those growing pains and to kind of learn, and this was, 3 years ago, it's afforded so many conversations. So right off the bat, besides the exposure and the audience that's been built and the engagement that's out there and the consistency of content, it's the one-on-one conversations like this, Phil, that have really enriched my life and my business. So if you're planning on starting an interview style podcast like this that you're listening to right now, or Titans for that matter, just know that you're building your reputation and your brand with total strangers, right? Who don't know you before they were on your show. And now you had an opportunity to chat with these incredible people and talk about, life and business and growth and really build a bond. And, what's great about that is as a host, you're so inquisitive as to about what their lives are like and what their successes and failures are and all the different aspects, just like a real conversation over a cup of coffee with a total stranger. You're just getting to know each other. And a lot of times I find that, at least for my show, and I'm assuming it's the same with you, Phil, is they ask, well, Greg, what do you do? What's your business? And it just so happens that my audience is real estate professionals, and that's who Lion Bolt services. So it's speaking directly to my audience, providing value to my audience. And, when I mention that, they say, oh my gosh, I didn't realize you did this, this, and this. And to be quite frank, when the show was started, it was not an intention to generate leads for my core business, but it ended up doing that in a very organic way. And a lot of my past Titans are paying clients. And that's just a success story into my right. But, I guess to a real estate professional starting out, I mean, think of the same thing. If you're interviewing your local celebrities into your market, right? Business owners, anybody who's heavily involved in the school systems, entrepreneurs to that way. And you can break that down in so many facets. Guess what? They're all people. They all need to buy and sell homes.
Right.
So same principle that applies, like you're bonding with these strangers, other entrepreneurs or business professionals of all types. And you're able to actually at some point say, hey, guess what? Well, I'm in the business of this, this, and this. And if we get to know, like, and trust each other, there's growth that way.